overloaded or anything crazy like that. Also waiting for the stream to come back live in my Twitch app. The joys of trying to actually debug Twitch streams.
Go look at. Hey, I mean, it's just watching the stream on mine. It seems to be coming.
Yeah, there we go.
Smooth.
That's much better. That's tells me that I went offline again. That's weird. Go back in. There we go.
Funny enough,
That's
it's much smoother on the actual Twitch stream that I'm getting from Skype, which probably
really?
makes sense.
Okay.
Skype probably doesn't just send every frame.
Yeah. All right. Well, then here's hoping that things will stay good. So, welcome back, everyone.
God, how long has this been since we played this?
The Witness, it's been well over a month, because the last time we tried to play it was before I started moving, which was over a month ago, and we failed.
I think yeah, and I think I've played at least 3 King's Quest games in the meantime, so it's been like 2 or 3 months. I think.
It's true. It's true. It's been a very long time. But we're back, and things seem to be running a little bit smoother now. I'm living in a new place. I have a faster internet connection, and I think I've figured out my encoding woes. So hopefully I will be able to drive okay, and things should run okay for everybody. So, we were here in this little town, and if I recall, this is the puzzle that we were first trying to sort out.
Right, jumping in right away.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's recap as to what these things need. So we call them Tetris pieces. They're not really Tetris, but so there's three pieces, and the square that they're in has to be included in the shape.
That's right.
And it's the shape of like the 3 things. But the fact that it's tilty means they can be rotated.
Right.
In the final shape. But we also know that they can like displaced as long as the actual piece, like the top row, obviously all has to be within that shape that we end up making.
That's right.
And the purple suns, what do they mean?
So the magenta suns have to be paired with one of their kind.
Yes.
Right? With something of the same color, sorry. So in this case it's only the suns that have magenta, but yes, they need to be paired with exactly one of another magenta thing. They cannot be in a group of 3 or 4 or whatever. So if I recall correctly, when we were attempting this last time, we were attempting various combinations of things like this, where we were trying to like slice off the pieces so that they would be all laid out properly, and then also trying to find a way to group all of these things up here. That does not work at all. But like something like this, for example, would pair all of the magenta pieces. They would be happy. But it fails because we have not satisfied the Tetris pieces. So what do we know for sure? We know that
Are we able to determine of the purple pieces, like I think. Oh no, that's not a fair assumption. I thought we can assume for sure that the bottom two left ones have to be paired, but that's not true. The bottom left one could be paired potentially with the one in the middle.
That's right. We could do something of this ilk, I suppose. Well, no, sorry, because that keeps it paired with that. We would have to do something more like. No.
Okay, so
I
then.
guess. Well,
So,
I guess we could do something like this, right?
oh, yep.
So that would, in theory, satisfy the pairing of the purple suns.
But I think that eliminates any solution for the top pieces.
Yeah, well, because we know with the top pieces that any two of them can be grouped into a 2x3, right?
Yes.
So something like, so ignoring the purple suns for a moment, something like this would encompass 4 out of the 5, but then we'd still be missing one chunk, right? Now something like this would satisfy all of the Tetris pieces if my mental geometry is correct.
Yeah, that would work. That would satisfy the top.
Yeah, that would satisfy all the Tetris pieces. So now the remaining question is, can we group the rest of these such that that is the case?
Maybe. Can we? What if we group the bottom two left and the bottom two right? So like go the two, and down, and then up there.
Something
So
like that.
that, I think that satisfies the purple ones.
Yeah, it would.
So can we now create a shape from that point to satisfy the top ones? So what was the shape that you had initially?
So I mean, the shape that I had was essentially like this, but it was cut off over here as well. But that won't work with this shape. But I'm wondering if
Do it mirrored.
yeah, do it mirrored or like something like.
Oh yeah, as long as you close off the bottom two, or
So I'm wondering if I did something like this. No.
did not like it.
No. What did I have wrong there? What was?
So interestingly, none of the purples like glowed red, so that means that they were okay with that.
Well, no, I'm not sure that this one will necessarily glow. Like, let me just. Yeah, it's not really. They're not really telling us what is complaining.
Is this like a difficult spike? We've solved so much that it won't tell us anymore.
Maybe. It's possible. Or it could be that only certain puzzles will give you those sorts of hints, and this is not one of those that's meant to be like not meant to be a primer on how to do a puzzle. So, well, let me see. What did I have wrong here? What didn't it like? Because, oh, I see. The bottom sun doesn't fit. Right? The that one piece. There's one piece too many because of that.
Right. So maybe you need to cut across and
Yeah.
maybe you need to like cut across from the left, like all the way to the right, and make the shape that way. Yeah, so if you cut off to the right and then kind of trace the bottom part of the shape.
Hmm. So, you mean like...
How many squares in total? It's 15, right? 1, 2, 3.
Yes, 15 squares.
So,
That's one too few. Hmm. This will work because that separates the suns that we need together.
so what about... So if you did... Yeah, not sure if that gives us enough room because we need to include that sun in with the bottom piece. But that takes away a square from the 15 necessary at the top. So to claim it back, there's no way of doing that just the way that the bottom line is drawn. Oh, interesting.
So if I did
So,
something like this, so let's see, 1, 2, 3.
oh,
No, that's not gonna do what I wanted to do.
I think you end up with one extra square. Or do you? Yes, you do. Oh, that's an interesting way.
One there, one there,
Mm,
one there.
I don't think so.
One there and one there. So that. And then.
I
One
think, yeah.
there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 7. Plus 8 is 15. Is that. No, that's not a valid shape.
Yeah, I
It
think,
was the right number of squares, but there was no way to
yeah, they
actually configure them in that configuration.
indeed. So, can you go? Oh, can you go back there?
Oh,
Are you?
okay. Here?
Yeah, up, and left, and left again. Up two.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's try. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Try going right one, down, and right all the way, and then up to the end. Is that a valid permutation?
It is. Well done. Well done. And we can progress. So we are now in here. Oh, we've
To
got
the
some.
stream.
Sorry?
I said, welcome to Dilly Dogs to the stream.